Hello. I want to show you, keep wanting to show you what I'm working with here. I did this once before. See, that's the camera that we're using here, okay? The microphone is sitting sideways. I can't get it. I just want to mention that I don't like the sound quality as much, but nah, whatever. Came with the camera. Now, this is, I like to call this channel Smarter Prepping with Uncle Mark. And yeah. What I wanted to do is, for this video, I just want to show you some of my family photos. Okay? So I'll get out of the way, you can see kind of all of them right there. Yeah, they're all in the, not too far away, not too close. See, I could zoom in a little. Yeah, I'll not lose too much. Yeah. And so I'm going to show you real quick. That's my father and his parents. That was taken a long time ago. He was born 1924, so this is 1930 something, about 1930. Thereabouts, okay? My father and his parents. There's my father. I just bought this frame, bought an extra nice frame, high quality frame. My father at the age of 17, I believe. See, sailor, still had hair at that time. My mother, I presume she was 18. I assume that's a graduation picture. Something like that. My mother. Here's the Herbert family. Family I was born into plus some in-laws. Herbert family plus some in-laws, okay? Well, I forgot to mention that previous picture had my mother's mother in it. But she was 90 something. She was in her 90s. Here's both my parents at the occasion of their golden wedding anniversary. I'm getting a reflection of the camera in here on it. How about that? On the fish frame. Close this way. Anyway, that's my parents at the age of 72. Showed you my parents as teenagers. This is my parents at the age of 72, right? They got married at 22, and this is in 50th wedding anniversary portrait. Here's the Weigel family. Elmer and Bernita Weigel, and their 5 children. Those 3 of the 5 are disabled. They had an unusual birth defect in their muscle fiber. So family of 5 kids, 3 out of the 5 disabled, 2 non-disabled. The Weigel family with in-laws. I have a paper from behind this one here. I'll read a little bit of this paper that was stuck to the back of it. It was taken August 30th of 1997. 1997, that's when the golden anniversary of my parents was taken too. It's a big time for pictures. At that point I was 41. Pam was 40. I'm the, my brain over here. I'm the tall, good-looking in-law. Over here. That was a nice portrait of Mark and Pam for 30 years, 3 decades, 30 years. It was Mark and Pam, Mark and Pam, Mark and Pam for 30 years. And we stop at a Kmart and get a portrait like that done. I don't recall what year this was, how old I was, but anyway, Mark and Pam. Okay, Mark and Pam. This woman here, Tanya. Bam died in 2008. I married Tanya in 2011. This is a picture taken from back when she was younger. When we met, we were middle-aged people when we met. Okay, this is when she was in her 20s. This is her younger sister Linda. That's Tanya and Linda Williams. I never met this man. He died before I came along and married this man's oldest daughter, Tanya. I married this man's oldest daughter, Tanya. Okay? This man named Terrell Duane Williams Sr. He died before I married Tanya. So I never met him. Okay? I just double checked yesterday. This nice lady is Tanya's mother. Once again, she died before Tanya and I got married. She died when Tanya was a teenager. Her name was Oretha, unusual name, O-R-E-T-H-A, Oretha Isabella Faust Williams. Maiden name Oretha Isabella Faust. She married Mr. Williams that I just showed you, right? So she became Oretha Isabella Faust Williams. She died. Oh, such a story. I won't get into that story right now. When Tanya was a teenager. Tanya told me stories. Oh, man. Here's a picture of Tanya as a baby. Little baby. I don't have a nice couples picture, Mark and Tanya. And I'm going to improve on that, but I want you to just look at that overall situation up there, see? And look at what's going on here, okay? And what I have here is, you notice I picked them up, and they were sitting on a shelf. It's like a kind of a bookcase, right? And aside from telling you about my family, I want to tell you about the bookcase. It's called, okay, this video is not sponsored by Better Homes and Gardens or Walmart.com. But I just mentioned that's my life. I order a lot of things from Walmart.com. I spent many years in retail. I was the guy who was assembling the display units. I know how to assemble a bookcase that comes in a kit. So that's such a bookcase, but it's called a cube unit. Cube unit, C-U-B-E, cube unit. And that's a Better Homes and Gardens cube unit. I'm just making a suggestion. Anybody who likes to take suggestions on decorating your home, consider that's not a bad idea. To decorate your home you get your family photos. Some of those I had to have enlarged, and I bought new frames for some of them. Lots of new frames. Most of that's the new frames I just bought. Bottom line is, you get your nice looking family photos, enlarged as big as you want them, in nice new frames so they look sharp, and then set them up on something like that. And I'm going to actually do the same thing off to the right here. This bookcase here, my hand there. Oh, there's my face. That bookcase over there, I built that myself about 40 years ago. Strange thing about being an old man, I look at that, I remember building the bookcase, I asked myself, when was that? I think, let's see, it was 40 years ago. Never mind. Okay. So wait, I'm actually going to take that down from where it's sitting on top of the other bookcase I also built 40 years ago. I'm going to actually take it down. I'm going to set it over here on the floor temporarily, and then I'm going to take the cube unit I mentioned and slide it, put it over there on top of that other bookcase.